it's this looming threat, you know, ever since Bella's been torn between the love between Jacob and Edward, and she's chose Edward, and it's kind of sent Jacob into a spiral, you know, downward spiral. He's definitely very emotionally charged about it, and when the advent of the baby happens, suddenly the wolves feel that they should destroy the baby, and so that is this looming threat that we have to deal with. My best memory, there's so many. It's been such an amazing experience over the course of the years, getting to work with such a wonderful cast and growing up with them and getting to work with such an amazing array of different directors. One of my favorite memories, though, would be working on Eclipse and putting on the full regalia of the Civil War outfit and going back in time and playing Jasper as a human, even for a brief moment. It was exciting for me to really kind of showcase what I've tried to do with the character, which is kind of show this evolution within Jasper, how he went from being completely bloodthirsty and then nearly killing Bella to finally having to step up and protect the family. And now here in Breaking Dawn Part 1, you see him finally embrace Bella as his soon-to-be sister-in-law. I don't know, how would I ever choose? You know, I think it's, you know, love is not one of those things that you can really, you know, define. You know, people find love in the strangest circumstances, and they fall in love whether whether or not they try to. You can't really necessarily find love if you're looking for it, and if you're not looking for it, sometimes it'll just slap you in the face and be like, here I am. So to choose between Edward and Jacob, I'm sure is very difficult. But we've seen the course of the films, and you have the kind of the romantic, chivalrous side within Edward and who he is, and then you have this kind of more primal side with Jacob. So I guess, you know, whatever floats your fancy. Bill's such an amazing man and director. So for him to, you know, kind of step on board for the last two films of the Twilight series has just been an honor and a pleasure to work with. He has this very calm demeanor, and he knows what he wants, and so as an actor you trust him explicitly, and as an actor you really want to trust your director and really kind of go with exactly what their vision is, and he leaves us room to explore and have fun. And we had a great time making this movie. There were a lot of really difficult sequences in making the film, and a lot of CGI, a lot of action stuff, and a lot of love. So for him to be able to take a film and you know, balance that love story with that action and with the fantasy fiction element, with the you know, mythology of vampires and werewolves, it was incredible to see such an acclaimed director step on board and get to work with him. I think the most challenging scene was the most fun scene, honestly. That's usually how I look at a project. If it's difficult, I have more fun with it. If it's easy, it's easy. You know, you don't even really think about it. And one of the more difficult scenes was the action element, because, you know, we have these werewolves, and, you know, we're not going to use real wolves on set, you know, so we had the CGI wolves, and to look like you're fighting with these wolves, they have these giant bean bags that you have to kind of wrestle around. So that was definitely difficult to have that believability of fighting a wolf when you're just holding this big bean bag in your arms, and you really just want to lie down on it, you know, you just want to kind of cuddle with it, and you have to fight it. It's trying to bite you. You have to imagine that all in your head. The fans of the Twilight series are some of the most amazingly loyal and loving fans that I've ever met, and it's been amazing. Not only as an actor, but as a musician, I get to travel around and I get to see people face to face. And whenever I've been on tour with my band 100 Monkeys, I do signings after all the shows, and I get to see these fans, both of just the music and of the films that come together. And the light in their eyes, you know, as an artist and as an entertainer, for someone to tell you that they love your work is one of the greatest feelings. It just warms your heart, and it swells with blood and love, and you just kind of feel like there's no other great feeling in the world like being able to entertain someone and have them enjoy a project that you've done. So for me, the fans of the Twilight series have bolstered my energy and my desire to keep working and to keep creating art as much as I possibly can. I never see myself stopping. I try to work as many hours in the day as I possibly can on music, on film. I just started producing and writing, and hopefully soon I'll be directing. So.